Hello, friends. Welcome to the fourth episode of Read Along with Prance with Dr. Manjiri Prabhu, the author of DOGtrine of Peace, and me, Priyanka, your host. Dr. Manjiri, I cannot agree more with you when you say this book is not about breeding or taking care of dogs, but it is about this four-legged animal who enters human life with so much of unconditional love and so much of giving emotion that it makes it a beautiful place to live in. Dr. Manjiri, herself a great dog lover, has written more than 17 award winning books, and she has been conferred with many titles. Two of them are Indian Agatha Christie, and tell you she considers Agatha Christie as her spiritual mentor. She recently was called the match to Indian Dan Brown by Mr. Shashi Tharoor himself. Let's talk to Manjiri and understand how this loyal friend of ours helps in being a mentor, catalyst in enhancing mental, spiritual, physical, and emotional well being. Welcome, Manjiri. I'm so excited to know because I myself consider myself as a non dog lover and I'm probably very scared of them.
First of all, thank you, Priyanka. Pleasure to be here and to meet everyone. Secondly, I think what Dr. Shashi Tharoor said was a match to Dan Brown. So an Indian match to Dan Brown. Dan Brown is not Indian. I think.
Yes.
I think maybe we should correct that a bit.
Yeah.
Well, the question you've asked me is, of course, the whole book. That is the DOGtrine of Peace, and like you said in the beginning, you agreed that this book is not only about dogs. It is about human beings. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So. Most importantly, this book is for all those people who care for human beings, who care for humanity, who want peace in the world, who want love and compassion to spread. What I'm trying to do through this book is I'm saying that there is a vehicle through which you can achieve all of this. And the vehicle is dogs. I know it sounds simplistic. For a non-dog lover like you, it might sound absurd, saying, how is it ever possible? I hate dogs. How can dogs ever create this feeling of love in me? And that is where this book comes in. And when you read the book, you will understand that I'm not trying to convert you. I'm not trying to convert anyone. I'm only showing you a path. It's like if somebody tells you, that to attain spirituality, you follow a certain path. For example, I tell you, follow 2 plus 2 is say 4. Suppose if you want to achieve 10, okay, somebody tells you that 5 plus 5 is 10, okay, or somebody tells you 8 plus 2 is 10, or somebody says 7 plus 3 is 10, okay. You may or may not believe in it, but if you follow those paths and you study them, they might appeal to you. What I'm trying to give you is 5 into 2 is equal to 10. Okay. And 5 into 2 into 10, it's a multiplication because I believe that this is a multiplying, a snowballing effect spirituality plan and a peace gathering plan that if you follow it with your heart, if you allow yourself to open up to dogs, if you allow them to enter your life one way or the other, it's going to be a multiplying effect and you're going to have this 5-fold, 10-fold, 20-fold, 100-fold path surrounding all around you. And that's what I'm trying to offer through this book, even for a non-dog lover.
And I think you have convinced at least me, if I'm not talking with for everybody, but you have.
That is super.
You have You have convinced me to keep myself open to dogs.
Yes.
So we will begin with a Q&A, and there are a lot of surprises for you waiting in the future. So let's begin with the Q&A. In this book, what attracted me most in the starting is that you have divided humans into 4 types based on their nature. I'm still very confused whether I'm an animal lover inactive or animal non-lover inactive. So could you throw a light on why this division and how does one judge where one stands?
So, you know that this world is a very complex place. We have, I mean, even if just take India, you know, the religions, the boundaries, the geographical differences, the cultural differences, the food, the languages. You move on into the rest of the world, it just grows more, you know. So many countries and so many nations and so many languages and all. So if I have to draw a common denominator to divide, you know, the world, apart from all this, I do it on the basis of emotions. You know, emotions are a universal happening. There's love, there's hate, there's compassion. These are all common emotions. Relationships, we all thrive on these emotions. So I have divided the world according to these emotions. And basically, for me, the world can be divided into people who love animals and people who don't love animals. So you have the animal lovers and you have the animal non-lovers. So you have the als, you have the ants. Now, I mean, those are broad categories. But in those, again, I have subdivided into two more. Why those two? Because we all, the kind of, how should I say, the intensity of our emotions varies. Okay, it's all about emotions. So when you take the animal lover, you have the animal lover active who'll do anything for animals, you know, and those are the ALAs, ALAs. And the ones who are indifferent are the allies, okay, ALIs. Similarly, when you take the animal non-lovers, and I have to subdivide them into two again, you have the animal non-lovers active, ANAs, and the animal non-lovers indifferent, that is the ANIs, okay. Now, when you look at these two, I think when people begin thinking, it is very easy to slot yourself. Okay. You just have to think, do you like animals? I'm going to ask you this now. Do you like animals?
Oh, I love them.
You love animals, but you said you're scared of dogs, right? Okay.
Yes.
Now, you love animals, but you are not particular. Do you do anything for them? Do you work for them? Would you go out to probably help an animal? Would you probably bring a dog home if he's injured? Would you do any of that?
I would do what I can to help them, but I'm not sure whether I will bring the dog if it's injured. But yes, I will call for a help and help the dog. But bringing it home, I am still very confused on that part.
Okay, so you are somewhere between an animal animal lover indifferent and an animal lover active.
Yeah.
Okay, you're between an ally and an Allah. Okay,
yeah.
Allahs won't stop at anything.
Yeah,
active animal lovers will not think about anything.
Yeah,
they won't think of their children, they don't think of their family, they don't think of anything. They just go all out to help. That's their prime focus. Those are Allahs. And allies are the ones who are on the borderline, who like animals like you do, but are not sure how much they would sacrifice other things, would go out of their way to do things, might find shortcuts, you know, all these things, but they still like animals. So, you know, they can be, but at the same time, allies can be careless. Okay. Most of the times you can find them that because they're not so taken up by this emotion, they're a little indifferent. Sometimes they can let it slide. And when they let it slide, that time the carelessness can sweep in. So I think you are an ally.
I agree with you that we sometimes become careless. But I think we are the easier ones to make them into allies, because then once some consciousness comes into us and we realize
absolutely
how much it is needed, we will become
the easiest. Yes, absolutely. You're the easiest to transform into an ally. The most difficult are, of course, the ANAs, who are the animal non-lovers active. Very tough. That's what 90% of the world is, unfortunately.
So I, as a believer, because I'm a Jain, and I believe that, you know, all soul is born to be free, and then thrive and nurture best in their own habitat. Then why cage them? Why leash them? Aren't we being unfair to them by bringing them home and giving them an atmosphere which is not natural to them?
No. Okay. So there are two things in this. One, dogs have been with us for more than 15,000 years. The first animal to be domesticated. They're meant to live with us. They are not wild animals. So when you talk about animals being caged and all that, that mostly applies to wild animals. Domesticated animals love to live with human beings. Okay. And when you bring a dog in, he's not supposed to be caged. He's not supposed to be chained. He's supposed to live with you like a family member. So whoever brings a dog in has to understand that it's a lifetime commitment for at least the next 15 years, because that's the normal lifespan, and is a child who's never going to grow up and leave the house. So that is the level of commitment. So, and there's no chaining, there's no caging. So when you bring a dog into the house, then you have to take care of it like a little child. Having said that, not every person needs to bring a dog into the house. There's so many dogs on the street. You can do your bit by feeding them, by getting them sterilized, excuse me, and you can take care of them and help others to understand why it is important to have dogs in our vicinity, because they are like our watchdogs, they are our friends, they walk with you at night, they make sure there are no thieves and around. They've got multiple roles, and you don't have to bring a dog into the house. You just have to bring a dog into your life.
So that's a very good point you have said, that if a child comes and says, Mom, I want a dog home, tell him to first take care of dogs on the street. And if you are convinced that he's responsible enough to take care, we can get a dog home. That's a very good.
Yeah, I mean, because if you can at once understand whether the child wants the dog as a toy or is really committed to taking care of the dog, at once you can make out. And then, and also if he doesn't know, he'll understand what it means to take care of a dog. It's not easy. It's a big commitment.
Yes, I agree. And that's why I'm running away.
No. No, that's why you're running away. But when you think of the benefits and you put them in one end of the scale and you put the work on the other end, you'll understand what goes down. It's the benefits that will definitely take everything, all the answers.
Yes, from last 2 days, I've been thinking on this emotion of mine.
Excuse me. Yeah.
So another question that arises is that nowadays, when you see the trend, a lot of youngsters do not want to get married or have babies. Rather, they are happy having dogs as their partners at home or as their babies. Do you think they are running away from the complex human relationships? Or do they think that dogs are better equipped to give them unconditional love and support and hold them emotionally?
Oh, I didn't know that this was the trend right now, that they don't want to get married. And because, when I got married, I didn't want to have kids at all, because I was so happy taking care of dogs, exactly like you said. I didn't feel the need to bring children into this world, which already needs so much changing. I didn't feel the need to bring my child into a world which needs to be repaired. Okay, having said that, people do find a lot of emotional bonding with animals, with dogs. Dogs can give the kind of love, unconditional support that dogs can give. I don't believe human beings can give. Okay, so, but dogs have a role into your life, which probably, I would say, enhance your relationship with human beings. It doesn't replace in that sense. So, but I think if I was given a choice, a human being on one side and a dog on the other side, I would choose a dog.
And
I'm not blaming anyone. But at the same time, I feel that the choice of having a dog in your life more than a human being in your life is understandable because of the connect human beings have with their dogs. It's a very special connection. And once you have that connection, I don't think you need anyone else in your life.
And I've seen a lot of people you have interviewed, like Dia Mirza, Jane Goodall. All of them have said that we humans need to learn a lot of emotional understanding from dogs. And they have also said that the day we humans become dogs, the world will be a better place. And,
absolutely. Just a minute. I just want my dog to go out 1 second. Yeah.
No, he can be here.
My baby, yeah. No, he can't. He was stuck somewhere. So he's here right now. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
So I think it's And after going through the book that you have said with a lot of research in it, I also realized that certain things we need to imitate from dogs.
Yes. Well, it's yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
So another question is that we are known as social animals, and human beings have their counterpart as animal beings, both beautiful creation of God. Then, like we've discussed before, that we need to learn from animals, then why we feel abused when we are called like a dog or an animal, when you say you're a dog, and we really get offended. So why do you think these words are used as abusive words? Rather, it would be a beautiful thing. Oh, I'm a loyal friend if I'm a dog.
Yeah, but those who love dogs will understand that. You see, that's the whole point. The conditioning of the majority of the world is that human beings are superior in every way, that we have every right to live on this earth, that we are better than every other animal on this earth. And that is why when you're compared to animals who they think are non-sentient, they think are a nuisance, who bark throughout the night, who, all that, they think that it is an insult when you're compared to a dog. Okay, but animal lovers, if you tell me you're like a dog, I'm going to take it as a compliment. But that's because I'm an evolved person. I'm aware of this special relationship which 90% of the people are not aware of. So they are the ones who need to be spiritually awakened, who need to be spiritually evolved to understand that being compared to the dog is not abusive. It is a compliment, but only that person will understand who is awakened enough to understand that. And 90% of the people are not, you see? So that is the reason why I've written this book, because I'm precisely what you're saying is what is happening in the world. And the ones who are awakened, whose divine chamber is already open, and as a divine, the connection is open to the divinity, will understand that that's a compliment.
You've given spirituality a new look, and I'm sure it's a lot of thinking we need to do. Without giving spoilers, but still keeping the curiosity and interest of the viewers.
Yeah.
Can you tell me in a very short answer, what do you feel when you hear the following statements? Dog as a loyal friend.
What do I feel?
What do you have to say?
It's the truth. It is the ultimate truth. That is the only reality I know.
Dog as a catalyst to your spiritual growth.
It's my theory. My theory that if you want to evolve as a human being, if you want to find peace on this earth, you have to follow the DOGtrine of Peace, which I have, in this book, given the 9 sutras, and you have to allow dogs to enter into your life and allow the dog to be your spiritual catalyst.
And I will suggest to all of them who are going to read this book, you have to read the 9 sutras at least twice to totally sync with it.
Yes.
Dog as an enhancer to yoga.
So in the book, I have given many comparisons. Like I told you initially, that the path to achieving a 10 in spirituality could be many, many paths. So I have also showed you what yoga can help you achieve. And I have given you a comparative study of what caring for a dog will help you achieve. So a dog will also enhance your yoga experience, your spiritual experience, your enlightenment experience, your emotional experience, your relational experience, your love experience. It's like in the center, and it's going to affect all parts of your life. If you want to sit and meditate, it's going to enhance your meditation. In every way possible, a dog is an important part of your being and is there just to help you improve every second of your life.
Wow. You've almost given us the answer for the next statement, but still I will ask you, dog as an healer.
Oh, very important, very, very important. When you read the book, you will understand that when you are grieving, when you have lost someone, when the sadness inside you is so strong that you cannot think of anything in your life. And if there is a dog with you, the dog is going to help you heal. There are so many examples I've given in the book itself where people have, somebody has lost his mother, somebody has lost somebody, somebody very close. And a dog actually helps you transform that grief into love again and helps you lead your life again. And I think it's very important because when somebody passes away very close to your life, your life seems to have stopped there. It seems like the end of the road. And a dog in your life will show you the light and the path again through the darkness. So as a healer, not just when you lose someone, also if you're ill, there's so much scientific evidence to show that a dog in your life will help you heal at a physical and emotional level. For example, if you've had a heart attack, and if there's a dog in your life, the post heart attack healing happens quicker. Blood pressures can come down if there's a dog in your life. Children, when they're growing up with dogs, automatically develop how should I call it, an immune system, which helps them to be stronger, more intelligent, more social. They turn out to be better human beings. So there are multiple uses of having a dog in your life. You just have to understand them and use them well in your lives.
Beautiful. I think you have really convinced the people who are inactive in their love for dogs or careless about it will start to think how they have been missing out on things by not being actively loving an animal who's your best friend. So now, after all the serious talks, can we get into a fun game? It is going to be very easy for you because you are a dog lover. I'm going to show you pictures of the main character of the book, obviously the dog. And what I have done is I've just taken a body part. And I will give you 5 seconds to guess which breed it is. I know you will not.
God, I'm not into breeds, but let me try.
I know you will not miss one, but if you miss, the question passes on to the viewers. And viewers, this is a surprise for you. If you can answer on the comment below, you will win. 2 lucky winners will win goodies from Read Along with Prance. So, can we start?
Sure.
Sure. Then let's start. Can you see the screen?
Yes. Oh God. Do I have to recognize from the paw?
Yes.
Impossible. It's a paw. It's a loving paw. I can tell. The breed is love. The breed is love.
Okay.
And those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little pads of his are there like a heart on my heart. That's the breed.
So I pass on this question to the viewers, and once this video is out, I will wait for the comments.
Okay.
This one.
That looks like a lab to me. A Labrador.
No.
No?
One more guess.
Well, then he's a mongrel, like a streety, an indie dog.
Okay, next. I pass on to pass this also, not this.
Okay. Oh, that's a Spitz. He's a Spitz, like a Pomeranian, but Spitz.
Yes.
And that looks like a blue-eyed he is. No. That looks like a golden retriever.
Great.
Okay.
But with this, you have shown that love has no boundaries. Love doesn't care which breed or caste or creed you belong to.
Way.
Love is all about making this world Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. I totally agree.
Absolutely.
Totally agree with you. Now is a rapid fire round. So just take a deep breath. Close your eyes if you want to. And just tell me one emotion or adjective that comes to your mind when you hear the following words. Okay?
Okay.
Shall I start? Horse.
Sure. Horse. Celestial.
Cat.
Celestial.
Cat.
Cat. Reiki. Reiki. R-E-I-K-I. Reiki.
Dolphins.
Fun.
Fishes.
Fun. Sorry?
Fishes.
Which one?
Fish.
Oh, fishes. Intelligent. Intelligent.
The last one. DOGtrine of Peace.
Oh, essential. Extremely essential. The answer to the world for world peace. The answer. If everybody follows it, it's the answer. Essential.
So, DOGtrine of Peace is essential for every human being to make it a better place to live.
Yes.
That is what Manjiri has to say to all of us. Manjiri,
Yes.
I feel I'm so blessed to have chatted with you after reading the book. I feel I know you. I just feel we are one of the very good friends. And I think I cannot agree more with Ratan Tata when he says, a dog's life is the most selfless form of love. All they expect from us is affection in return for unconditional love and companionship they give. They are a big part of our lives, but to have them, we are their entire world. We are their entire world to them.
World. Yes. Yes.
I am tempted to read the last poem that you have written in this book. But friends, I am not going to read the complete poem. If you want to know and you want to understand what Ratan Tata and Manjiri has to say, go pick up this book and read it. I'm telling you, it will dazzle you with loads of emotions. But I shall read the first para of the poem. When two magical beings decide on a spiritual goal, one with a waggy tail, but both with a unique soul. One with a helping hand, the other with a loving lick. Both look at each other for love to really click. Really, it's so beautiful, so cute, but touched my heart that I don't know when that loving lick is going to call me. I hope your Dr. Ryan.
It will call you. Your heart is opening up. The moment your heart starts opening up, dogs appear in your life. And they come when you need them most. So watch out.
So people, a most recommended book of this year is DOGtrine of Peace. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Read Along with Prance and follow us on Instagram and Facebook. You might hear a lot of videos from Manjiri herself. And let me know who's the next you want to hear from. Thank you, Manjiri. It was so much of a joy talking to you. Thank you, viewers, for being with us. Thank you, Manjiri.
Thank you, Priyanka, and everyone.